Hugo Boss The Scent Magnetic is probably my favorite Boss The Scent fragrance. And today I'm going to tell you why it's amazing and if this fragrance is right for you. We're going to find out. First, I'm going to show you the box. Boss The Scent box just has an outline of the bottle on the front, and then on the top, Hugo Boss. On the back, some information and ingredients, and a little bit of a story, which I'm not going to read to you. The bottle, Hugo Boss The Scent Magnetic, was made in 2023 in France by Delphine Lebeau. This is my 100 milliliter bottle, and this is Eau de Parfum concentration. So this is kind of like a bronze? No, what kind of color is this? Someone tell me what color this is in the comments below. This is a black bottle, but if you hold it up to the light, you can actually see through it. So you can definitely see the color of your juice. Pretty simple, pretty plain presentation. It just says Hugo Boss, and then on the collar here, it just says the scent. But it looks super classy. Like that color combination goes together so well. So this fragrance does come in a 50 and a 100 ml size. So if you don't want the full size, you can always opt for the smaller size. I had to buy this at full retail because it's not available at any discounters right now. If they are, I'll list it in the description. For 100 ml, this was $149 Canadian. I'm gonna go over the listed notes and I'm gonna tell you what I smell. Top notes of Maninka, middle notes of Bran, base notes of black vanilla husk. That breakdown is very minimal, but it also kind of covers the story a little bit. Cause like if you kind of know what black vanilla husk might smell like, it may add to that picture. You're not getting anything special in the top note. You're having that Maninka fruit, which is there in all of the Boss The Scent fragrances that I know of, which kind of adds this fruity, dark feel. You can pick this up and it's only pretty much in the opening. It just adds a little bit of brightness to it. It is a little bit of a darker Boss The Scent fragrance. So when I spray this on skin, when it first sprays onto your skin, you're gonna pick up a little bit more of that fruity, dark, kind of chocolatey smell from that Maninka. You are gonna pick up on that black vanilla. And at this current moment, when you first spray it on, you're not gonna pick up too much of that Bran note, but it does become a little bit of the center point later on. If it is that black vanilla husk, I'm pretty sure that's what's adding this kind of spicy, sweet combination. That's what it smells like to me anyways. I would be very shocked if there's not a pepper note in here. Like there is something peppery or a little bit spicy. That's why I thought that that was coming from the black vanilla husk, because it can kind of give off that scent profile. I may be crazy, I don't know. You are gonna pick up a little bit of that Bran note after about like 10 minutes, which really distinguishes this fragrance from any of the other fragrances in the Boss The Scent line. It gives this like weedy, earthy, oaty kind of smell to it. And you might think that sounds not too good. It actually really adds to this fragrance in a way that almost combines with that vanilla and makes this almost smell a little bit gourmand. Look, I gotta say, this scent profile is one of the most unique designers I've smelt in a long time. I've seen some people say that it's not overly unique. I've never smelt that Bran note in a designer fragrance ever in my life. And I gotta say, this is a unique and addictive scent profile that I think a lot of people are going to love. That's why it was featured on my video where I talked about the top 8 fragrance releases of 2023. This one made it up there and very easily. Now you guys know that I really like this one. I think Hugo Boss The Scent Magnetic is perfect for fall or winter nights because of that vanilla and sweetness and those darker aspects to this fragrance. It's kind of like a classy sweetness that's added in there that gives this warm and inviting feel to it that I think a lot of people are going to love, but it's not the most youthful smelling fragrance. I think that anyone 25 and up could really rock this. 30 and up crowd are probably gonna appreciate it a bit more. In my opinion, that spice and that kind of darker vanillic vibe give it a little bit more of a masculine edge. This is a fragrance you're going to want to wear when you dress up. It smells of quality. It doesn't smell like something cheap that you would just throw on to run errands. That's why I think that you could also wear this for dates. When you're out to dinner, you could definitely wear this. It could even be a signature, but if you're in really, really high heat, it might come across as a little bit too much for that, in my opinion. Okay, now let's get into the performance, because this is where a lot of people might bow out or be very intrigued by this fragrance. So when you first spray it on, like I said, it opens with that kind of sweet, fruity, dark chocolatey vanilla, and that's gonna be around 2+ feet of projection, but that's gonna calm down at around the half hour to an hour mark. It's gonna sit a little bit closer to your skin, maybe about a foot of projection, and you're gonna start to really pick up on that Bran note. But a lot of the spice is gonna come through here now, maybe from the black vanilla husk, maybe some pepper, who knows. At this point in the fragrance, it's going to be a little bit less sweet. I think you're gonna start to lose a little bit of that Maninka fruit here. Gonna become a little bit more Bran and vanilla husk forward, or a little bit spicier. And on my skin, it lasted about a foot of projection until about 4 hours, where it kind of backed up a little bit closer to my skin, where I started to pick up on this earthy, kind of smoky, woody smell with a little bit of sweet vanilla in the backdrop. Now the sweetness, at this point is taking a pretty big backseat, and you're just picking up on all the other stuff in this fragrance. So it does kind of become a little bit darker as this progresses. It becomes a skin scent between the 4-hour mark and the 7-hour mark, and then it's going to be gone off of my skin in around that 7 to 8 hour range. This is the type of scent that you want people to discover and lure them in closer to you. You walk by someone and they're drawn towards you like a magnet. That's exactly what this scent was built for. I do wish it was a bit louder, but I can totally see what they were going for, and that's why I'm not going to take a mark off for that. I think that it was an incredible release. I also think that it is the best fragrance in the Hugo Boss The Scent line by a lot, actually. And until that elixir comes out, it's going to maintain itself at my favorite Hugo Boss The Scent fragrance, and that's why I'm going to give Hugo Boss The Scent Magnetic an 8.5 out of 10. I was absolutely blown away when I first smelled this one. I had nothing else in my collection that smelled like it, and that's why I love it so much. And it smells like the brand put some time into it, and that's why I think everyone needs to give this a try. Test it out and see if this one's right for you. Guys, if you like fragrances that sound like this one, I highly suggest that you check out this review that I did right here, because you're gonna love that one too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you over there.